Hello, everybody. Susan Rich here. Welcome to my YouTube podcast, How I Do It, Writing and Marketing Advice for Authors. And today I want to kind of follow up on an idea I discussed earlier about writer's block. And while I don't necessarily believe that writer's block comes from a lack of ideas, I think generally we have so much going on in our brains, it's more an issue of kind of slowing things down. I do want to talk about what happens when you feel like you've hit the wall in the middle of your writing. Now, the conventional wisdom is we should write, and don't get distracted and just put our heads down and let that stream of consciousness flow, and then we go back and fix it later. And while for the most part that's actually excellent advice, when we feel like we're running dry on ideas or we're kind of tracking the way we want the story to go, but it's not coming together, what I suggest and what I like to do is actually stop writing and just take 5 or 10 minutes and do some light editing, because very often I discover that I'm writing the story in the wrong order. And so just a little bit of cut and paste, moving some sentences around is usually enough to unstick me or make sure I don't actually come to a halt going, now what was I going to talk about next? And to that idea, if you feel like you're going to kill a darling, you've been working on something and you realize it's not working, don't ever delete it. Don't just blow it out of the universe. Honor the writing process. Consider it an exercise, something you've done that ultimately will improve your skills. Create a new document and cut and paste the dead darling into it and save it. You won't be sorry. You'd be surprised how often that awesome sentence that just doesn't fit here goes there. So anyway, those are some of my ideas on how to write effectively, efficiently, and not lose your marbles over the whole process. So thank you for joining me here today on my YouTube podcast, How I Do It, advice for marketing, writing, everything, life, Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.